One thing to bring into Port Moody that's currently missing. That's a tough question. Maybe another beach? I'm Carolyn Pogue, and I'm a realtor specializing in the Port Moody and Tri-Cities area.
This is gorgeous. These houses are so unique. Nothing seems to be the same.
This is the luxury of Tri-City. No cookie cutter houses, everything is unique, beautiful properties, it's peaceful, it's quiet, so it's a great spot. The reason I got into real estate was, I've always had an interest in it. Just always having that interest and love for homes and home decor, and also just sales in general, working with different personality types. And I think just every day being different really appealed to me. I'm a bit of a unique situation that my husband Brian is also a licensed realtor, so it's more of a family thing now. It's a lifestyle, and we're a team. We do it together, and we talk about real estate way too much together, but it really has become our lifestyle. That's really led me to stay in real estate and be passionate about it. We even get our young daughters involved too, putting up sold stickers. And,
no way!
So we love it. We truly do love what we do. So I moved from Toronto to Port Moody for work. So I chose Port Moody mostly because one of my family members that was living here brought it up and said, hey, I was looking in Yaletown and Vancouver and different areas to start renting, and they said, why don't you check out Port Moody? And Cedar Brook specifically. Port Moody was a really good landing spot because I could get to Vancouver, I could get to Fraser Valley, I had interior, but it was a very good area that was very central. Yeah, so we're at the Grandin Cedar Brook Village. So this is where a lot of the buyers want to focus their search. If they're starting in Port Moody, one of the best aspects of Port Moody, I would say, is that you have an option for everything. So you have high-rise condos, low-rise condos, townhomes, single-family homes, and then if you want, acreage and privacy and more space in that, you have and more. If you're moving to Port Moody as a first-time buyer, I think, we'd look at what are your must-haves. Do you have to be close to transit? What's your price point? I think once we understand our client's price range, then we can narrow it down, whether they're looking for a condo, a townhome, or a detached home, and then kind of take it from there. And then look at the pros and cons of all the different neighborhoods. I genuinely do like working with all different personality types, all different properties and price points, but I'd say young families is very exciting because I relate to them very well because we have 2 young girls.
This house is gorgeous.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, we moved in like 4 years ago and are fixing it up. Yeah, so the plan is to live here till we're too old to handle it.
Brittany and Lucas, they were great clients to work with, so they actually came from our friends, so they were a referral from our friends that we helped move from a Klahani townhouse to a detached home within the Tri-Cities, and they really had their heart set on Heritage Woods, Heritage Mountain. That was a really good experience because I was able to help them upsize within the neighborhood they want to be in, and we had subject to sale. We were working against tight timelines and that, and it all worked out for them, and now they have a beautiful home that they renovated, and they can be in for many years. So
it just really let us kind of relax knowing that she had so much information and resources to her that she could know what contracts and things that we had to deal with. So it was easy.
And she helped narrow it down pretty quick, like the number of rooms that we needed, with how many kids we have, with how much is going on. Yeah. We needed to have all of those ducks in a row for it to even be a possibility.
I think what sets me apart from other agents and our team apart is, having those strategies in place and being able to look ahead. I think also just our communication with our clients sets us aside. We really place a strong emphasis on communication and professionalism. So I think just being able to speak to our experience and, say this is the right path that you guys want to go down. And I think just having that trust and building up that trust with your clients is huge. And I think Port Moody and Tri-Cities, Coquitlam, it has something for everyone, so you definitely can be here for the long term. Giving back to the community is very important to us, and the Adopt a Street program throughout the Tri-Cities is something that I think it's a great program because anyone can do it. You just sign up with the city, you adopt a certain street, and really the goal is you're just helping keep it clean for, the bike paths, the walkways, kids playing in that. So I think it's a great program because it does build that sense of community and everyone kind of doing their part. Oh, for sure. I think Port Moody just in general has just a lot of things going for it in the sense that it's beautiful, like with the greenery, the water. I think that's a big part of it. It kind of embodies that West Coast living. You can go out to local shops, you can go out for local restaurants and that, get ice cream at Rocky Point Ice Cream, go to the water, and there's a lot of hiking trails. Port Moody does a great job of keeping recreation at heart. So you have the rec center and then the new inlet field for the turf soccer field and that, that's a great space. And then just being around Rocky Point, the walking trails and hiking paths and that, you can live a quite active lifestyle in Port Moody. And I think that's why a lot of people do resonate towards it. The City of the Arts, I think, resonates with a lot of people that have maybe lived there a long time, or their family members have been there a long time, because, you know, that is pretty important to the city to still, again, have that sense of culture and community still embedded in the city, as opposed to just, you know, kind of getting rid of a lot of that history. So I think that is important for a lot of people, and it speaks to the culture of the city. Any of our clients that are looking in Port Moody, Tri-Cities, kind of surrounding areas, everybody falls in love with Port Moody. I think it's just, it has such a charm to it. Yeah, our favorite thing to do is, you know, we go to the local restaurants and that, get pizza, and then go to Rocky Point, get ice cream and that. I think that's become kind of a family tradition, and we really do enjoy that. You know, our daughters love it, and it's just, anytime you can be by water, I think is great. I've lived in a lot of places, seen a lot of different neighborhoods in a lot of different areas, and I do feel that Port Moody truly does have, you know, it's the best of all worlds, essentially, so.